first opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Indianapolis. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. At their own 23-yard line.
Okay, ready?
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. This defense for the Steelers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. The Colts at 5-8, 3 games under 500. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
34-yard line.
Second and 10.
Cut 19! Cut 19! Stephanie! Rocco 80! Hey, Crash! 19 tight! 19 tight! Ready, ready?
Now Richardson. That one finds Pierce right side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. And we're pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number, and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So he'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Colts, first down.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. They'll get a nice chunk there on a first down run, and it's second and 4.
Quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Second and 4.
Ball on the 27. Here's second and 4.
Let's go now.
Now Richardson back to throw it. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
That's a gain of 3. It's third and
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this one in for the first touchdown. Tyler Warren, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Steelers take over first and 10.
a drive together. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for Colts TD. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Off the touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. You look at this Colt defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much roll through their first two drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Now he'll tuck this and run. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's second and goal. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Johnson is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
No gain on the play. Brings up third
and look to throw on third and goal. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Drake London, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Steelers 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
First and 10, Taylor now. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. You look at this Steeler defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run. Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Let's go. Ready.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 37-yard line. Richardson looking to throw. And it's complete to Mitchell. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well, given the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part. Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Here's Richardson to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Richardson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. Patterson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there. And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. That's a nice throw there. He's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a 1st down right out of the gate. They go play action here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, it has
hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Caught by Jones. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Steelers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's rolling. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
The left side completion to Jones. Will go down as a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 11-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's into the secondary. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Ready.
Back to throw again. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Let's go now. Lucas Warriors, 70.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal.
60 Eagles, 60 Mustang 19. 19 Lions. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
He'll look to throw. Got his man, it's Corey for a Steelers touchdown. Drake London with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are back within a score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Steelers 14.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Okay, break.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go. Ready.
Now it's Richardson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Go! Come, my team!
Richardson looking to throw this. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 7.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 30-yard line.
Go.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Let's go now. Viking 18.
Now Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
That's good for the Colts.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
First and
looking to throw. Richardson. Touchdown Colts. Jonathan Taylor from a yard out. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to work smoke into bandit way. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now he's going to step up and run. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Mustang 19, Bronco 80. Ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The first-round pick looking comfortable in this offense. First down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Japanese timber wolf.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Warren. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. And now an audible here into something else.
19 Lions, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal.
Boswell's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. Able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong 1st half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the 1st half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Get it. 19, 18.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Okay,
Now they
ready?
face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Red. Cougar 19.
Back to throw. That is caught. Through the middle of the field. Inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Drake London, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Richardson back to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Mitchell. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown. Indianapolis. And now Mitchell. 48 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, exactly right. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Here's 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Crossing right, and he hits his man. It's Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Steelers first down.
Come on. 60 by 60 by 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 2.
Cowboy 80. Go.
Up the middle, Johnson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll look to throw here. And it's caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Mustang 19. Go. 60 Eagles.
They'll set up to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Boswell good with the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the third. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. And it's complete to Mitchell. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. That's another one complete to Mitchell. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Wide open receiver complete. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Good for a Steelers 1st down.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the offense will hold on to this one right at the 5-yard line. Lucky there. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
19, ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And they're going to get to him, the sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. It's a big loss of 5 there on 2nd down to bring up 3rd and goal.
Warriors 70. Here we go, here we go.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Boswell's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from home.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Richardson. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for six. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Now he's going to step up and run. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up the first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Richardson looking to throw. Well, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's third of the game. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay. Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line. And that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made it their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll find Jones again, complete.
The pass.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll try to pick it up himself. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up being complete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield. But they never did.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Richardson looking to throw this. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now it's Richardson. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
Richardson's pass.
An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Now Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And a two-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Let's go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here we go. Ready.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Richardson. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him offensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
60 Eagle.
Richardson to throw it. Open man, the tight end one. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line.
18.
That's
another. Colts. First down.
Warriors 17.
1st and 10 at the
Richardson.
27-yard line.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Down at the 19-yard line.
Richardson going to move him around.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Colts have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop him here with 1:07 remaining.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Got it. Ready?
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down.
Buffalo 18, Cowboy 80. Go.
Now back to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to swell the lead to 6. Boswell's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Yeah, they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. Here's first and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
Now Richardson. Pass complete to Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. First and 10. And the spike comes now with just under 40 ticks left. A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes second and 10. Here's Richardson. A short one there, caught by Warren. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
At the 32-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
Richardson looking to throw it. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game.
Come on. Hey. Buffalo 80. Ready?
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points,